Good morning. My name is Mike Cooper, Parish President for St. Tammany Parish. It's 11 o'clock today. I'd like to give an update to our citizens regarding the status of Hurricane ZETA. We're here at the Emergency Operations Center in downtown Covington, and I'm joined by Director of Emergency Preparedness, Clarence Poe, who's with us and will give a further update after I have some opening remarks. The National Weather Service, in its latest update, has forecast that Hurricane ZETA is predicted to make landfall as a Category 2 hurricane mid-afternoon. With that, Lake Pontchartrain has the potential of 3 to 5 feet of storm surge, and we ask our citizens to please take the necessary precautions to protect your property and move your vehicles and other unsecured property to higher ground. If you do not feel safe in your home, please choose to move to a safer location. And also be aware that if you do choose to stay in your home and the roads become impassable, first responders may not be able to reach you until after the storm has passed and until after the water has receded. Also be prepared for strong winds and rains that may cause flash flooding. I urge you to please finalize your preparations now with essentials you need to ride out the storm. Please check on the elderly and infirmed, family and neighbors to ensure that they have a safe place to shelter as well. This is a storm that we have not seen yet this year. This is the 7th time that we've been in the cone of uncertainty, and I ask our citizens to please be prepared to shelter in place early afternoon through perhaps midnight tonight and even through the night, because we will not be able to determine the impacts that Hurricane ZETA will have caused to us until after we've had a chance to assess the damages. I ask our residents to stay tuned to local radio stations, local media, and even the National Weather Service for updates on the weather. Our emergency operations staff, including the agency liaisons and call takers, are here at the EOC and will be here through the duration of the event. The number to call during the event, we ask our citizens to call 985-898-2323 to report any damages or to get updates or to report that you may need a response. Up until noon today, we'll have self-serve sandbags. Hopefully our citizens have taken advantage of that yesterday and this morning already, because again today we want our citizens to be able to shelter in place later today. With anticipation of power outages, perhaps even for an extended period of time, we hope that our citizens have prepared with the provisions that you normally need for extended periods at home: water, food, medications. So we hope that that has been done already. I want to assure you that our utility companies, Entergy, Cleco, Washington, St. Tammany Electric, particularly who serve our parish, are on standby, have their assets positioned so that they can respond as quick as possible after the storm has passed us. We will have updates posted on our website, stpgov.org/storm, if you wish to get updates in that regard. I will have further comments after Clarence Poe has an opportunity to give you more detailed information about the upcoming storm. Clarence?
Thank you, Mr. President. Good morning. Well, we had another storm. Like Parish President said, the Emergency Operations Center activated at 7 a.m. this morning, and it will be activated throughout the duration of the event. This storm here has, once it crossed the Yucatan, it kind of sped up. It reached Category 1, and right now it's forecast to come in as a Category 2 storm later on today. Now, from right now, tropical storm force winds are due to hit the parish here somewhere around 2:30, somewhere along in there, and it will last all the way into the night to around 10. For as hurricane force winds, that's between probably about 6 to 9 tonight. So this is a fast moving storm. Once it hits the coastline and once it gets over land, it's supposed to pick up speed. Right now it's forecast to be above 20 miles per hour as it moves to the northeast. So later on tonight, you know, you'll see things start to improve. Later on in the morning, you'll see where most of the storm is pretty much inland and it's pretty much gone. So what do we want you to do? We want you to continue to prep for this storm. Okay, let's not get non-complacent right now and let our guard down. We're still in hurricane season. We still need to take the necessary precautions to keep ourselves and our family and our property safe. Make sure that you're taking the time to pick up those political signs, your Halloween decor and decorations that's out there in the yard. Those become missiles if you have a storm comes in. Right now, that main threat right now is the high winds. Those high winds that come in across the parish, they forecast to where we can see high winds above 80 miles per hour. 80 miles per hour can pick up debris and sling it quite a ways. So I want to make sure that those things are taken care of. Our search and rescue team, along with all of our first responders, are ready to deploy. Our damage assessment team is ready to deploy. As soon as the storm is over with, we'll start to see some daylight, we can get out and do an assessment of the parish to see the state of the parish and what impacts the storm has made. Our low-lying areas, our individuals out there, our residents, they always take the necessary precaution to protect themselves. We expect for them to do the same also. Other than that, that's all I have, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you, Clarence. I want to emphasize the importance of getting to the place that you'll be spending the storm as early as possible this afternoon. The duration of the storm will be fast, but the impacts will be greatest between 5 and 9 o'clock p.m. That's what's anticipated. But please get to your shelter as soon as possible. With the storm surge, we can expect roads to be impassable. Those in the low-lying areas that normally have water. And please consider that if you do go without power and you wish to leave your home, you may not be able to do so if your roads are impassable. So please take that in consideration. There'll be strong winds and rains that will cause the Lake Pontchartrain to rise in areas that normally do from Madisonville all the way to Slidell. We have been in contact, of course, with our parish council members who also urge our citizens to take all of these precautions. We're in contact with the mayors of each city within our jurisdiction, and we are coordinating with them to offer assistance with our municipalities as well. I'll be happy to. I want to thank the media for being here and covering this for us to give an update to our citizens, and I want to particularly thank the employees at St. Tammany Parish Government, Team Tammany, for their efforts since yesterday morning, throughout yesterday and today, and allowing us to provide the services to our citizens and to give you these current updates. I'll be happy to entertain any questions. I have, again, we'll be here to serve our citizens. We're at the EOC. Please stay tuned to local media. We'll reach out again if the weather conditions warrant. And please do not hesitate to reach out to us. Again, the number to call if during the event you need to reach out to us. We have all of our partners here, most of our partners here at the EOC. Others are in remote locations to serve you. and we'll be able to respond as soon as weather conditions allow us. Please do not take this storm lightly. This is the 7th time that we've been alerted to a possible storm, but Hurricane Zeta will be packing stronger winds that we've seen yet this year, and higher storm surge projected along the coast of Lake Pontchartrain, and the winds that will perhaps topple trees, power poles that may put you out of power for extended periods of time. I can't emphasize that enough. For the next couple of hours, please prepare. Our government offices are now closed. Non-essential staff has been allowed to go home. We're hoping that non-essential businesses are able to close as soon as possible to let their employees go home as well, to be with their families and to shelter in place through the event. It's going to come earlier than we expected yesterday, so I urge our citizens to please heed these warnings and precautions now. So with that, I thank everybody again for being here, and thanks the media for covering. Thank you. And God bless you. Stay safe.